Hello and welcome. Are you a miniature music lover? I didn't realize I had so many musical instruments. This is going to be a miniature music lover's dream. Let's see if any of these strike a chord. We have our new Barbie from the kitchen play set, and she's helping us out today. Let me know if we showed your favorite instrument. If not, maybe we can make a part 2. I've thrown an impromptu room together. I just put poster board on the walls and hung some curtains in the corners to cover the seams. Let's start off with something I found at a thrift store. I found this at one of my local stores. It was $2.99, but I've had this for a bit, so prices have gone up since then. What caught my eye was the harp. Let's check it out. There were some other items in here that I really liked as well. That's different. These are a flexible plastic. Looks very neat. Looks like something was broke off the top, but it's a thrift store. I can always add something up here if I want to cover it up, but this was a cool find. Let's put this right over here. Are a few other items in here. There's a pink box. Actually, it's a mini refrigerator. Now that is cool. You can see outlines of items there, and it actually shuts decently. And it does say 2007 Mattel on the bottom, even though I don't see a Barbie logo anywhere. That's interesting. There's a lot of these in here, and this was a kid's toy. I think they messed up. I think these are little razors that you get the pills off of your sweaters. I don't think these should have been in here. Might have to make something out of that later. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. We also have a cute little swing. There's a puppy on the side. Bet this came with one of Barbie's pet sets. That's cute. Not for this video, but I'm definitely keeping it. There's a yellow box, and it opens. Maybe a cosmetic case or a purse. Not sure. Interesting, though. This is cute. I might be able to find a use for this. It's just the top, though. I'm thinking it was a pet bed. What do you think? If you know, comment below with your answer. And there's one last item in here, and it's music notes. Some kind of a bracelet. Oh, that's neat. Looks like wings. And then there's little notes right here. These could come in handy though. I snipped off the ends and rearranged these pieces. I was thinking Royal, Crown, or Regal music shop. Let me know which one you like in the comments below. Keeping everything budget friendly, I found this at the Dollar Tree and I thought I'd check it out. We have tape across the back. The dress is cute, although there was a stray thread on there. It has some tulle coming up over the shoulder, and the tulle comes down onto the dress as well. Where it goes over the shoulder, it goes down the back, and it velcros in the back. The violin is actually pretty cute. It has a finger hold. I like the natural color. This has a finger hold. Looks pretty cool. And it comes with black shoes. I think our assistant would like to try this on. Actually, it doesn't look bad at all, considering it is a dollar store dress. Very cute. Where she is flat-footed, these won't work. So she's just going to keep on her teal that do not match the outfit. These actually go on certain feet, and it is a good size. So she's going back behind the counter in her new dress, and we can put the violin right here. These are my other violins. I bought these off of Temu. They were different pieces. The only difference between the two that I could find is that the bows are slightly different. This one has more of an arch. Other than that, they look identical to me, and they are finished all the way around, which is nice. I think this came in a knockoff set, or I got it in a thrift store bag. It doesn't have strings, but it looks like it should. And the bow doesn't have a string either. Just my opinion, but I think it should. It's not bad on the underside, and I kind of like the design. Let's move on to our next set. You can't have a music store without some saxophones. These are from the Party Favors aisle, so I'm betting they actually make a noise. These 3 are a little on the heavier side. I salvaged off of Mardi Gras necklaces. We have purple, green, and gold. Couldn't pass them up. The details on these are amazing. I could never do this, I don't think. Maybe someday. For now, these will work. This is just awesome. Let's open these up and see how they sound. These come in the 4 main colors. They've got some interesting details on them. I think they may be a little large, but we'll try that out in just a second. I want to see how they sound. Yeah, definitely not a saxophone. Oh, goodness gracious. I was thinking about removing this part and creating my own reed to put on there. I'm not sure how I would do it just yet. So that'll be for another video. Actually, the size isn't that bad. Once I fix that, pretty good. But I think these are better. Next, this isn't actually a musical instrument, but it does play music. It's a mix table, and the legs come apart for easy storage. That turns though, so let's put the legs on. Easy peasy. Now we have a mix table to add a little bit of variety. Even though this isn't for Christmas, one of the items can be found at the Dollar Tree at Christmas. A bunch of drums. They're actually ornaments, and they come in 2 different sizes. And they come in different colors: gold, blue, red, and silver. Perfect for your store. The blue is really cool. And I am not cutting these because first, the ends are going up through here, and if you cut it, it may just come apart. But the other thing is this can go around the doll's neck to hold it. And there we are. Hopefully that looks like a cool display. We have 3 of each, 2 small and 1 large. I believe I bought these at a hobby store. There's a trumpet, it's supposed to be a flute, and one of the horns. I was hoping that I could make them work, but there might be miniature versions, like this could be a bugle. And I know a piccolo is smaller than a flute. Maybe this would work for that as well. These are the only 3 I have like this. We'll set them right here. Music-wise, we also have 2 boom boxes. I really like the black and silver one. This one gives me a retro Barbie vibe, but it's not Barbie. This one is hollow on the back, and this one is completed. Definitely my favorite. If you don't know what a boombox is, basically it's a stereo or an electronic device that plays music. These are the only 2 like this, so let's put them on the counter as well. This one has a cute little handle. These 2 mic stands came with knockoff sets, I believe. I believe this came with that, and this came with some kind of a guitar maybe, which is coming up later. Now I did have one other drum. It came in a thrift store packet, and I just couldn't give it up, even though it has this little notch on the side. I liked that it looked different than the ones I had, so we have this one as well. Let's keep marching to the beat. Boom, boom. The most items I have are guitars. Let's check them out. These are my basic guitars. I'm not sure where every single one of them came from, but I know a couple of them are Barbie. I believe these 2 at least are, although I do not see Barbie on there anywhere. This one's missing the strap. They tend to break anyway. As you can tell, most of them come in pink or purple, and even though this one is different, it's still a pinkish color. But I do love the butterfly accessories on it, and I do like that it's finished all the way around. This one does say Mattel, maybe Fairy Utopia. I have 3 more, and they are my favorite of all the guitars. If you watch any of my shorts, you have seen this one. It's a lighter, but it's defective, so I was able to get it for free. But it still lights up. I love the realistic colors. I do not suggest or recommend playing with fire. Another of my favorite is this one. It's crazy on the top, and I love the chains, but what I like about this one the best, it plays music. And it uses watch batteries, and you can turn it off. It's a little larger, but I think it'll work. I also have this one. If you have a guitar collection, you have to have an acoustic guitar. This one came from a Peacekeeper set. I have not shown this yet. If you're interested, I may do that. Peacekeepers are like a military action figure toy, and this was one of the accessories from one of the sets. It actually has real strings, and they are actually strung here. Talk about realism. But now you see why these are my favorite 3. Let's move on. Now I do have children's guitars, but only 2. I think one of these came with a Chelsea set, and I believe the other one came with an off-brand set, but they're hollow in the back, but they're adorable. This one's strap is permanently attached, but it has some cool buckle details right there and stars. We have a couple of instruments left and a DIY that can be used with any of these instruments. I haven't ever seen one of these in real life, but for the doll world, it's perfect. so you can have a piano sound while it looks like you're holding a guitar. It has a strap. It is hollow in the back. Let's set it right over here. Now, if that's not enough of a piano for you, I found this at a thrift store. It is an actual Barbie grand piano. The only problem it has is that it doesn't have any legs. And it is missing the main part here that would have the pedals on it as well. But still, it's in good condition. Otherwise, I think I can fix it partway. I still have some of these knockoff Jenga blocks from the Dollar Tree. I was thinking these might work. It has holes underneath. They do fit in some of these slots. So I can use these to make legs. Let's do it. Since we're making this a stand-up piano, we need somewhere to sit. I wonder if I can make a possible seat with this. Oh wow, that actually fits perfectly in there. So I can make a stack of these and then just set this on top. Now we could just use a Barbie stool. We'll see how it turns out. I made 3 legs, but for some reason, these holes are different depths. Don't know why, don't care. They just don't work. So I have to put them here. We just have these sitting here now instead, and then we can just place it on top. Okay, there's those 2. And then the back. Now we can raise that, have it so that it's opened up to everything. And we forgot to look at the keys last time. Now we can tickle the ivories. With these legs, the Barbie stool does work. It's the perfect height. It can go right under, but I like this instead. So we're going to make it the right height and we can use it. And the pink on the cushion matches the Barbie perfectly. I made a stack close to it so that I can just put this on top. And there we are. Not the prettiest in the world, but I love the seat. I'm thinking these are a stopgap measure. I'll probably actually make legs out of dowels once I find some that I like and make legs for all of these instead. That way it'll look a lot better. But for now, this will work. I've always wanted to learn how to play the piano. Maybe my mini-me can. The only problem is you can't play an instrument unless you've memorized the music. You might want the sheet music. Let's make some. When I was out and about looking for flooring and walls for the dollhouses, I found these. You can buy them individually, so they're not as expensive as you think. These will make perfect sheet music once cut up. I'm going to use my trusty paper cutter. And then that way we have some words at the bottom. Now I'll cut this into double pages where I had the other one in single. Let's take this piece of paper. I'm going to measure it to about the length that I want, and let's add a little bit to the ends for a little bit of wiggle room. I'm going to take this piece of wood that I made for a previous video, and we're going to use it to store all of our music. Let's snip the folds of the ends, and we're going to fold them in to create a pocket. Now let's glue that together. I'm also going to angle the sides so it looks just a little bit better. And then let's let it dry. Here's how it turned out. Not bad. It'll serve my purpose. So I'm going to use my wood glue, but I'm not going to use a lot. I don't want it to soak through the paper. I'm just going to use just a dab. Well, it's a little bit more than a dab, although that is a very neat pattern. And then flip it over and press it down. Kitten created a really cute cover for a music book. Let's put it together. I've glued a couple of pages already together. I want to add just one more. I know it covers up one of the pages, but I just want it to be a little bit thicker. And there we are. That leaves a blank page here. I know I'm going to be covering up. Actually, I have an idea for not covering that up. I'm going to attach just this in the spine. Kitten even did a paw print in the bottom. That's just too cute. And it's perfect. Yes. And we're going to glue it right on front. So all I have to do is clean up the edges. An adorable little cover by Kitten. This worked out very well. I found a second one that Kitten made. So we're going to put all these in here. I I took scraps of music paper and put them on the front of these to make them look cuter. And there we are. That'll work. I hope you enjoyed our musical extravaganza. If your instrument wasn't involved in this one, hopefully we'll put it in the next one. Let us know in the comments below so I can include it. Don't forget to give that subscribe button a ring-a-ding. Until next time, toodaloo!